Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Mars Attack is a flicking game. You'd be flicking dice around the board, trying to get to certain locations in order to score points. And there's a mechanism where you flip things over and kind of get clear. This is very much just a children's game. Maybe adults would want to play this. It's a very quick Steve Jackson game, and it really comes down to how well you can flick things, a little bit of dexterity into that. But it is not without its fun. I like the Mars Attack theme attached to it. It's very funny. I like IP-related things. This one is a hilarious little romp, if you will, especially if you like the movie aspect. And you're just kind of flicking things around, hoping to score points. A little bit of strategy to it, but not a whole lot. The better flickers are going to win. I guess that comes with this sort of game. For me, this is a purge, not something that I would want to play. Here's Mars Attack 10 Minute Takedown. First thing you'll notice is that the box is just garbage. This is just a crap box in general, and mine hasn't really been, it's been on top of things, and it's just kind of coming apart in general. Not a great box. You're going to have your, I put a bag of all the components together and a rule book, which we'll take a look at in a few minutes. Now, as for the components, they're actually pretty good. I mean, you're going to have these rings that you'll have, and they have different artwork on them, and you match them up, and there's artwork. It's just kind of cool. You're going to have your little flying saucers that you'll have for the different players, and one teeny weeny little die with different icons on them. So the die is actually small, but it's nice for flicking because it's not a humongous game. These are double-sided with bonus points on the back. The other side is bland, so it is what it is. But they do make up a picture when you're done. So you'll have like a, if you can see here, they kind of go together, and then you'll have a picture. So here she is getting slaughtered by the robot or the aliens. So there you go, not too bad. Here's the rule book. I don't usually like these little map things that fold out. This one's actually pretty darn good. The paper is really nice. It's got pictures. It's full color. The pictures show you how to do things. Not that the game's very hard. It's got some examples over here that you can see. Advertising here on the back, but end of game, kind of everything works. Very, very simple game. And really, most of the rules are weird situations that can happen with the dice. But for the most part, I found this to be very excellent and very easy to use. Here are the targets you're going to have during the game. You're going to have a number of targets equal to number of players plus one. And you can see they kind of have a picture on them that will happen. And on the back side of these will always be extra points for the bonus. So what you're going to do on your turn is you're going to have a base, and you'll have a saucer that you put on there, and you'll have the dice. And I'm just doing this. It'll be much wider, but I want to kind of show you slid up, and you'll just kind of flick it onto it. Now what's going to happen is if you flick it and the icon does not match, doesn't matter where you flick it on it, you're going to take the outer ring, and you will score 1 point. Now, if you had rolled the icon and it matched the icon on it, then you would take the ring and you would get the bonus, which would be an extra point. And something would happen next time. So the next person went and they were able to hit the target. Oh, there, I got it. They would get the next ring. And because the icon matched, you would get the bonus, which is an additional point. If you were to miss the icon, or you miss the target, you put your saucer there, the die gets picked up, and then the next person would go, say his thing was here, and he could shoot for it. The game's going to end when all of the targets are claimed, and there are no more targets. It takes about 10 minutes or so. And then whoever has the most points is going to be the winner. If there's a tie, whoever got the most targets will be the winner. You just count these up. Then you should have a winner of the game. Very easy to play. Not too much trouble. Who should buy this game? I guess if you're a Mars Attack fan and you just want to collect like Mars Attack stuff, this would be it. I don't know what any other board games based on this IP. Maybe there were some other things, but this is one of the main ones. Like flicking games works well with kids. They kind of like this. Doesn't take up a whole lot of table space. You don't need a whole lot of room to play this. Kids are going to like flicking it. If they don't know who Mars Attack is, they can still dive into this one. Otherwise, I mean, this is something you pick up because it's cheap and you want a couple laughs. Maybe you have a kid to play with. Not a whole lot to see here, Purge for me.